Lorraine Parker, the owner, founder, creator of So Innovative Fashion Academy, has a passion for fashion, and she always has done. And so Garitha Terrell and myself are delighted to welcome her to the studio to tell us about Cypher. Cypher.
Yes.
Cypher. And also, you've got an exciting event taking place in August.
Yes, Jacksonville Kids Fashion Week, the first of its kind for Jacksonville. It's catering to youth 5 to 16 years of age. And we're going to put on a week. We're going to start with the art walk, and we're going to end with the fashion show. In between, we're going to do social gatherings and creative workshops to give the kids hands-on of the business end of fashion, modeling, coaching, and it's a lot of aspects to it that we're going to put together. Yeah, it's like 4 days of fun.
Let's reel it back. Yeah, because how did you get started in all of this?
Well, I started sewing. I went to school and I did fashion merchandising, and then I started sewing, and then my neighborhood kids would come around when I'd make things, and they're like, I want to make that. How'd you do that? And they're just interested in it. And I'm like, okay. So I started getting sewing machines, and I had them all setting up, and then it was like they didn't have anywhere to display their work on a platform, Sure. So I started doing the fashion shows to give the designers, the young designers, a platform to showcase their work. Yeah, because it's awesome.
I mean, it is. And the thing is that if there isn't somebody like you helping them, how do you know how to do it? I mean, I've tried to teach my girls, but in fact it was like, oh, why do we need to bother when you can do it, Mom?
Right.
So, but it is a skill that is so useful for so many things.
It really is. It's in hair, it's in bookbinding, sailboat making. I mean, you find sewing in every aspect, I even used to work in dental. You find sewing in that. We're suturing, the different stitching techniques. All that goes in with it. Yes, I tell everyone. If you go somewhere, I'm like, you can see sewing's in here somewhere.
Yeah. So you're also, I know, a seamstress, but you're also an author too. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your first book?
Yes, this is the first of a series. It's Teach Me How to Sew, and it's Introduction to Sewing Skills. And it is catered to youth 5 to 16 years old, but it's for anyone to grasp. And
absolutely. I mean, it's so clean, the way it's written. It's easy for everybody. And it's not in what I would say children's language.
Right.
So any adult wouldn't feel as though, I can't really be
childish.
using this book. It's a great book.
It's great. It's for everyone. Thank you very much. Yes, and it has some practice activities in there as well, and some what is it called? The work when you want to do. I just lost my train of thought. A demonstration. It has for you to do an activity. That's what it has. Yeah.
Great.
Well, that is wonderful. This is a great book. Teach Me How to Sew, Introduction to Sewing Skills.
So
now,
important.
Your Fashion Academy,
yes.
Do you have sort of set terms? I mean, is it a sort of 6-week program? Is it just any time? Do you have lessons?
Right now I'm doing lessons because we don't have an actual brick and mortar, so that's what's to come. So right now we're doing it mobilely. So right now I have 3 intense sessions for far as adults, and the kids I have a designer's program, and it's a 6 weeks program, and the kids that are in it right now are the ones that's going to showcase at the Jacksonville Kids Fashion Week.
And whereabouts is this all going to be taking place?
The Jacksonville Kids Fashion Week is going to be in 3 different places. The first, the fashion show will be at Exquisite Taste on North Julia Street. It's an event center.
Fantastic. Yay. So how many children do you have doing this at the moment?
At the moment I have 7 designers who are actually designers. We're going to do a casting this weekend at Philip Randolph for the models, because I just started bringing the model aspect into it, like I said, to showcase the designers.
Of course.
Yeah, so I'm learning with that as well.
Will the designers actually get a chance to choose the model that they want for their outfit?
Yes, we do model selection. We teach you model selection as well, how to select your models.
Wow, so the kids are,
actual designers.
So many skills.
Yes, they'll be able to utilize.
So do you want to do a shout out to people if they would like to model? What ages are you looking for?
We're looking for ages 5 through 16, and we're going to be at A. Philip Randolph Heritage Park this Sunday. Yes, June 9th, this Sunday, from noon to 4.
Well, there we go. So
Wonderful.
if you want to get involved, that's perfect, isn't it? If you're a budding model,
Right.
and from 5 to
16.
16, then you need to get out to the Philip Randolph Center. And I would like to say thank you for coming in and telling us about this.
So much for having me.
No,
Thank you.
it was our pleasure.
Sweet.
And if people want more information about the Cypher, the Sewing Innovative Fashion Academy, how do they find you?
www.sifajax.com. CypherJax.com.
CypherJax.com. You heard it here. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Howard here from Metabolic Research Center. They successfully helped me lose 31 pounds in only 40 days, and they're helping me keep it off now. And they can do the same for you too. Metabolic Research Center has been helping people successfully lose weight for over 35 years, providing one-on-one support from experienced weight loss specialists who have each lost weight on the program. Their plans are really easy to follow, and they've encouraged me to make healthy choices as I've gone through this journey and will continue to do so for the rest of my life. Metabolic Research Center has multiple plans designed for your weight loss needs and 12 convenient locations all over the First Coast. To find one near you, click on emetabolic.com or call 800-501-8090.
Welcome to Massage Envy Wellness Minute. I'm Tammy, and I've been a licensed massage therapist for 3 years. Today we're talking about percussion therapy. The Hypervolt is a handheld cordless device that relaxes the muscle. It helps bring back flexibility and mobility to the muscle. It increases blood flow to the muscle, which warms the muscle and allows the muscle to recover. We have 2 option services available. We have a 10-minute enhancement, which you can add to your total body stretch or massage, which helps you to focus on key areas of the body. We also have a 30-minute service, which you can add to your total body stretch or massage, which you can focus on all core areas that you might need focused on.
Visit www.massageenvy.com and schedule your visit today.
Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Maximize Your Potential. I'm Donovan Darius, your host. On this show, I like to highlight some of the individuals who are doing some great work in the lives of people and the community. Today on this show, we actually have Dr. Joy Hervey. She is the CEO of Revitalize Arlington, and she's here with us today. She's been started with the organization and making an impact since 2006. And so, Ms. Joy Hervey, it's a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, most definitely. So if you could share with us a little bit about what it is that you guys do and what is your role?
Sure. So Revitalize Arlington is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We're faith-based. We were founded by Impact Church in 2006. And of course, Impact Church started as Faith Christian Center and has been located in Arlington for over 20 years now. And we really have a heart to improve the quality of life in Arlington and make it a great place to live, work, and play. And so we have a variety of programs toward that end, including a couple of food pantries. We do workforce development programming. We've done some housing development as well. And right now our flagship initiative is called Arlington 2020.
Awesome. And we had a discussion before we began taping, and you were telling me a little bit about that project. And so from your perspective, what makes your organization, Revitalize Arlington, so unique? What is it that you guys do that separates you?
Well, we always say that we're stronger together than we are separately. The work to be done in Arlington is so much bigger than any one church or one organization. And so really our specialty is bringing partners together that all have a heart and a mission that focuses on development in Arlington. So we work closely with city partners, with public and private partners. We bring together other churches as well as nonprofits, and we also work closely with Jacksonville University. And so we have monthly steering committee meetings. We've developed a 20-point plan for improvement in Arlington, and that really guides our work. So I would say really it's the collaboration that makes Arlington 2020 and Revitalize Arlington so unique.
See, and I love that. They call Jacksonville the city of bridges, and similar to the Donovan Darius Foundation, we consider ourselves a bridge to those organizations that want to work together and foster stronger connections, as well as families, bringing everyone together. And it sounds like what you guys are doing is really special. And so beyond that, what is the big picture? What do you see as the big picture, the overall goal for Revitalize Arlington?
Well, really, we focused on economic mobility. We have discovered through data that's available through the census that in Woodland Acres in particular, which is one of the high-need neighborhoods in Arlington, there is a lower chance of children who are born into poverty actually being not in poverty as adults. And so we don't believe that children's zip code should determine their future. And so we really have begun to think about what can we do to help make sure that families can achieve self-sufficiency so that children who are born into poverty don't necessarily have to live in poverty as adults. And so we know that that's not one program, it's not one approach, but it's really a holistic approach that is necessary. And so we work with families, we work with parents who need employment, so that's our workforce development programming. We help to train them for jobs, and then we also provide supports so that families who need food or need clothing or need school supplies don't necessarily have to pull those things out of their budget that is already low, but we help to provide those needs for families as well.
You guys are doing a great work, and so as you think about moving forward, I always ask people, what is it that inspires you? Who inspires you to do what you do individually?
Well, you know, we are a faith-based organization, as I mentioned, and so we believe that really it's a mandate for believers in Jesus Christ to move out of the four walls of the church. Sometimes churches have a reputation for focusing on themselves and them only and for being selfish, but we really believe that the teachings of Jesus really motivate us to go out, to serve, to help those who need help, to speak up for the voiceless, and so we really use that to guide our work. And so not all the organizations that we work with are faith motivated, but that really is the heart that guides everything that we do in the public sphere as well as the private sphere.
Awesome. And so last question I have for you, I know you guys are always working on projects. Share with us, briefly, what is a project that excites you now that you guys are working on right now?
Sure. Well, thank you for asking. We are so excited about the Woodland Acres Impact Dream Center. And so there are 2 vacant buildings that are city owned that are located in Woodland Acres adjacent to a park and a school. And those buildings have been vacant for over 10 years. And so we approached the city and said, is there anything we can do to help make these buildings useful to the community? And so we went through a bidding process and we won the opportunity to rehabilitate and then operate and manage those buildings as a community center. And we're so excited to have received a grant from the Community Foundation to do the design for those buildings. And they'll include medical services as well as children's and youth programming, financial literacy, and really everything families need. We're bringing it to them so that they don't necessarily have to travel out of the neighborhood to fulfill their potential.
That's amazing. You guys are going to be doing some great things. You have been doing some great things. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show. If you don't mind, share with us how individuals can get in contact with you to be a partner or to just come alongside, hear more about it. So how can people get in contact with you guys?
Sure. So we always have volunteer opportunities, and people can like and follow us on Facebook.
Okay.
Look for Arlington 2020. And they can also visit our website, which is arlington2020jax.org. And so we list our volunteer opportunities. We're also running a capital campaign for those who may want to donate toward the Dream Center project. And we need steering committee members. So if there are residents or businesses that want to get involved in the great things that are happening in Arlington, they can join with us.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Dr. Hervey, to have you on the show. Again, I'm Donovan Darius. Again, here we are maximizing potential with your platform to make an impact. And so we'll see you guys next week on another episode of Maximize Your Potential.
Greetings and welcome to Fashion Focus, which this week is all about Father's Day, happening in just over a week's time. And are you at a loss to what to buy for your father? Have no fear. Dillard's Town Centre has a fun-filled day on Saturday, the 8th of June, to entertain children and to assist in helping you choose the perfect gift. Here are just some of the things happening all day. You can make Dad a paper tie, or test your skills with putt-putt in the golf area or cornhole in the surf area. Dads, you can register to win a big green egg and a $500 Dillard's men's shopping spree. There is a gift with a $50 or more purchase with brands like Tommy Bahama, Neff, Salt Lake, Cremieux, and many more. And at 2 p.m. in the men's department, Not only will the experts from Michael Kors, Polo and Rockport be available, there will also be a father-son fashion show. So come and say hello to me as I'm MC. And if all this wasn't enough, there is 25% off all Michael Kors for dads. So I'm Adrienne Houghton, and happy Father's Day, dads.
Text BOOST to 82257 for your chance to win a free See Me Boost and a 30-minute service upgrade.
Are you looking for a new employment opportunity, an employee opportunity? Are you looking for a full-time position with an employer with a great reputation and steady work? Do you have the skills, tools, and customer service attitude to work in the home with customers and complete today's projects while at the same time opening doors to future projects? Would you like to learn more about an opportunity with Mr. Handyman? Please visit jackshandymanjobs.com. That's jackshandymanjobs.com to learn more and apply.
It's a joy and an honor for me to be here with you. Truth of the matter is, I'd rather be on my boat. So when I get the opportunity to invite a fellow boater here in the studio, I'd jump on it. I'd like you to meet Shira Kavanaugh from RE/MAX Unlimited. Shira, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All righty, we can talk about real estate maybe in a minute or two if we find time. Tell me about your boat.
Our boat is the one place where we try to just get away for a little bit. Real estate is a 24/7 business, and it's important to refresh and renew, and the way that we do that is to get out on the water and try to get out of cell signal service for just a little bit of time so that we are ready and refreshed, ready to take on our customers and provide the best service. So we enjoy boating everywhere from right here in the River City and all the way. We have a lake house near Gainesville and that I grew up on, and we get to head over there and do some water skiing and some fresh water. It's great. We enjoy it.
Nice. I have that same thing, you know. For my wife and I, it's our happy place. We get on the boat and head off for 3 or 4 days and flip the anchor out somewhere and really power down. It's interesting, though, when I share that with people, with customers, they're like, well, what if I can't get a hold of you? Thankfully, you've got the same luxury I do with a team of people, so you can provide that 24/7 service and still have a life. That's really important.
Absolutely, Wally. So a team can do significantly more than any one person. And that's what we found early on in our real estate career, was that it does, just like it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to buy and sell a home. And we love having the opportunity of having our team and utilizing the expertise of each individual on our team to benefit the customer. So,
yeah, I love playing teams. I know in our own team we have 10 home inspectors on staff. Each of those 10 people has one or more skills that exceed my own in some category.
Absolutely.
And 1 + 1 is not 2.
Right.
1 + 1 can be 5 or 6 or 9, because you can really blend the personalities and the skill sets to match the right customer with exactly the right team member at the time in the transaction to optimize the time of performance. So I love that you do that.
Right, absolutely.
So you're a Nocatee person.
We are. We moved here to Northeast Florida about 10 years ago from Southern California, and we stumbled upon Nocatee, as most people did at that time. And there was not even a Publix there. There was nothing, and we saw it as a diamond in the rough. And coming from Southern California, those type of communities are common and are very well received. And so we knew that there was something there that we could engage in from a real estate perspective, and we have loved it. We've now sold almost 500 homes in Nocatee.
Nice.
That still enables us to work all over Northeast Florida.
Are they all gone now? There's no more left?
There are plenty left.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Jay Leno used to say about the Doritos, eat all you want, we'll make more.
We'll make more.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
10 years ago in Nocatee, gosh, when you sent pictures home to family in Southern California, they must have thought you were a pioneer living out there then.
Well, and so did everybody else in Northeast Florida at the time. But we loved it. We've helped develop the community, create the community. Our great partners with the developers, and so it has been advantageous for all of us.
So having been there 10 years, raised your family out there, you live and thrive there. Somebody needs to know anything about Nocatee. Been there, done that. You probably even have the T-shirt.
We do. We do.
That's outstanding. I'm really grateful you came in and spent time with me. My hope is that you will continue what you're doing. That is the great things in real estate. But the idea that you have the personal discipline and with your husband and the rest of your team to get on the boat and power down,
absolutely,
that makes you better.
It does. It does. And like you said, the fact that we have a team that's always on call. So we have a gal that answers the phone, Tammy. She's amazing, and she's always ready to take the phone call. We have another administrator, Selena, is amazing. She crosses our T's and dots our I's and makes sure that there's always somebody that you can get a hold of. If you
I love you give credit to your team. I do the same very often. I want to thank Sheriff for being with us today. Knows Nocatee and knows boats.
Later this month, Arissa Spaulding and Charles Smith will be hosting Blues, Brews and Barbecue, the first ever in St. Augustine. And joining our lifestyle correspondent, Garitha Terrell, and myself in the studio today, we're lucky enough to have Arissa Spaulding. Welcome.
Good morning, thank you.
Now, tell us about Blues, Brews and Barbecue. Why did you want to get this organized down in St. Augustine?
Wow, so it's just a conversation between I and Charles, and we were discussing the Lincolnville Festival, and we were saying that we wanted to keep it going because it was dying out, and so say, what can we do? And so just a little bit of brainstorming, and we came up with this Blues, Brews and Barbecue. And we said, we put it into effect, and we said, let's just do it. And so that's what we did.
That's what you did.
So this is the first annual.
This is the first annual. And so, like I said, we're piggybacking. And so we put a lot of work in the community, advertising, just a lot of footwork. So it's a lot of work. And so we're excited.
Now, is the focus on the barbecue, or is the focus on the blues?
The focus is a combination of the heritage. So from everything from the blues, soul to the culture, and so we're just trying to keep all of that going. So it's a combination of everything. So not just one specific thing. So
do you have a good lineup for the blues?
For the blues, we have a group. It's a live band from out of Orlando, and we have actually she's a songwriter. Her name is Ashton. I can't pronounce her last name because it's French. It's so long, but Ashton B. And so she's the live singer, and she's actually a songwriter. And so she has actually a CD album coming out soon. And so Charles, he works with them in Orlando. He has an entertainment business as well in Orlando, and so he works closely with her. And so she's coming to just woo everybody.
So
along
there's
with
the blues.
That's the blues.
And the barbecue.
The barbecue.
Now this is your baby, isn't it?
Well, the barbecue per se, I have a company, Simply Southern Catering, and so I've been catering about 10 years now. And so the barbecue part, I have nothing to do with that. But they're just vendors that's coming aboard and just displaying their crafts. And so with me, I'll be doing the sides. So I'll be doing the macaroni and cheese, the baked beans, the coleslaw. So I have that part. So
you're making me hungry already.
So the food aspect, yes, that's me. And so the entertainment is more so Charles. And so.
And then the brews. Yeah, I mean, you can't.
The brews, that's just for the community and me. So, brews. Okay.
Now, is it a family friendly?
Well, from 3 to 5, I would say family friendly. when the drinks kick in, I probably advise you to take your children home. But no, it is family friendly. Actually, we have my children. They're not on the flyer, but it's Sugar Baby Treats, and so they have their own booth, and they're going to be displaying all their treats and stuff like that. So it's kid friendly. We'll have face painting and games and sorts for the kids, and hopefully like a little petting farm or some zoo for the kids or something like that. So and so we're going to try to incorporate all of that, but it is family friendly. So
that's wonderful. Now, do people have to bring their own chairs?
Yeah,
or
you do have
blankets, or
if you want to bring a blanket, but it's probably going to be so hot you don't even need a blanket. So your chairs, your sunglasses. You just can't bring alcohol into the event, because we are responsible for you guys, and so. Other than that, it's a $10 entry fee, and that's for your live entertainment, and it's just to relax. Security, we'll actually have St. Johns County Sheriff Department patrolling the area as well, so it'll be a safer environment, so you don't have to worry about that as well. And so we work in conjunction with them, the CRA, the West Augustine Association. So all of those are members of the community, and they get out there hands-on. They tell about the quality of life, and so they're very supportive in the neighborhoods, and so they have an economic board, and so they're backing us as well. And so with this first event,
that's great that you have the community.
Yeah, we
involved.
do. So,
and what about parking? Because it's always a bit of an issue, isn't it?
We don't have a problem with parking. The parking, we have a lot of parking.
Oh, good.
And so we have a lot of parking, so we don't have to worry anything about parking.
Well,
so
good. Is there a charge for parking?
Oh, no charge for parking.
Oh, great. So just $10 entry fee.
That's it.
Good to go.
And good to go. Good to go.
So make sure that you've got your chairs and your picnic.
No chess.
No chess.
No chess.
Okay.
Just bring your sunglasses, your chairs, sunglasses. Probably already said that. And just bring you. That's it.
Is there a lot of places for shade? I mean, are there some shaded areas?
We're actually going to have a lot of tents.
Okay.
Big stage. We're going to have everything out there. So I think you'll be well covered out there.
Now, I said it was later this month, but what is the actual date that this is taking place?
The date is June the 29th. It's from 3 to 8. It's at 1300 Solomon Calhoun Center. And 1300 Duval Street at the Solomon Calhoun Center.
Yes.
So that's where we're going to be located at.
Wonderful. Now, are you looking for any volunteers to assist?
If they want to volunteer, we kind of got the volunteer list lined up, so we're already prepared with that right there. So, but if they want to come out and volunteer, we have information tables. If they want to come out and just, we have a couple tables that are free. So if you just want to come out and pass out information about your organization, what you do, or anything of that sort, you're free to do that as well. And so, like I say, we just want everybody all inclusive,
community.
Just
wonderful.
Everything.
And if they need any more information, how do they get in contact with you?
Well, you can either get with myself, I'm Marissa, or Charles. You can reach me via email. It's ptar1235@aol.com, or you can reach me at 904-802-3252 for just more information.
Wonderful. Sounds exciting, and I can already taste that barbecue.
Yes. It's going to be great.
So if you'd like to join Arissa and Charles at the Blues, Brews and Barbecue down in St. Augustine, it's June the 29th from 3 to
8.
3 to 8 o'clock.
3 to 8.
And a great time right here, and we're gonna have a great time tonight. You know why? Because we are celebrating a charity. Because my phone goes off,